Terri Vaughn is spilling all the tea about the dark side of Steve Harvey and Honey. It is one hell of a story. So you guys know about how we all always thought of Steve as the sweet and funny guy who knew how to make everyone laugh and built himself from the ground up, right? Well, it turns out that he is nothing like his persona on the television, and he has been faking his personality all along. Terri Vaughn just spoke up about the hidden truths of Steve Harvey that none of us have ever known, and the whole world is beyond shocked about the things we found out. Not only does he treat his colleagues in the worst way possible, but he also has a really bad superiority complex and thinks that he is better than everyone else, especially the common folk like us. But hold on, if that didn't make him pretentious enough already, he also loves to take credit for other comedians' successes. There is a lot going on in this story, so hold on tight while we spill the tea. But hold on, before we get to doing that, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one in the future.
Steve's always been cocky. Always.
What did you just say?
But now you're also seeing another side of him that he never had to show you.
So Steve Harvey's life has been anything but comfortable lately. As some of you might know, he's been having issues in his marriage with Marjorie as well, where there were rumors about his wife sleeping with the house help. So his reputation was already suffering a lot lately. But that was nothing compared to what we just found out. It turns out that his wife isn't the only evil diva in the family, it's Steve as well. We all always thought that Steve Harvey was this really sweet, funny guy who was sort of like a relationship guru for everyone, but it turns out that everything that we know about him was a lie. It was just a personality he made up to become famous and get where he is now. The truth is, he is not who he says he is, and Terri Vaughn is here to tell us all about it.
There's a sense of humility that people want to see, but you kind of.
He hates that word humble.
Wow.
He hates it.
According to her, the first thing that we need to get straight about Steve Harvey is the fact that he is nowhere near humble. A lot of people think that just because he has built himself from the ground up, he would have some humility and that he would be humble around people. But according to Terri, Steve hates the word humble. Not only does he treat his employers like servants, but he also outright says that to them too. And if you don't believe us or Terri on this one, we have the perfect example for you.
He's not gonna be quiet and bow down and be thankful to you guys like you made him.
Something that happened very recently helped people see the darker side of Steve Harvey. You see, not too long ago, he fired one of his employees. Now this all happened while there was word on the street that Marjorie slept with the house help and Steve's employees. So people were really suspicious about the reason behind Steve firing his employee. It turns out that Steve fired his employee over one tweet that he made. The employee used to manage his social media accounts, and he tweeted something that Steve didn't really like, so Steve fired him. To make matters worse, he posted a video talking about it as if he did something great. So it was pretty clear that Steve is not one of the best people to be around. But hold on, there is more from where that came from. Terri revealed a lot more dark and twisted aspects of Steve's personality, and we are going to talk all about it. But hold on to your horses for a bit. Before we tell you all about that, make sure to share this video with a friend who might enjoy our content and turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any of our future uploads. Now, Terri said that Steve treated his colleagues badly too, and that he is arrogant and has a superiority complex. Let's take the example of Kenan Thompson, which is one out of many that we have. Kenan is a great comedian, and he and Steve started out from the same place. But slowly, Steve gained more popularity. Thompson was still doing well in his career. But then Thompson decided to do an SNL gig where he pretended to be Steve Harvey.
Phobias, the things that you're scared of. Phobias. Now look at here. People got all kind of phobias.
The gig was hilarious, and everyone loved it. Well, everyone except Steve himself. Because of the gig and how funny it was, Thompson got a lot of hype, and it made his popularity go through the roof. But that was all thanks to how funny he is. But Steve Harvey disagreed. He has openly stated multiple times that he thinks he is the one who should be thanked for the success of Thompson. Why? Well, according to Steve, it was just his name that got Kenan so popular, and Kenan could never have gotten so successful if Steve's name wasn't involved. Now that is what you call arrogance and entitlement. He didn't even stop there. Yes, you heard that right. He went ahead and talked about it years after it actually happened. In an interview, he said that he sometimes likes to call Keenan and tell him to send him half of his paycheck. Why? Some of you might ask. Well, according to Steve, it's because he thinks he owes half of everything Keenan owns. Because the only reason Keenan is successful as a comedian isn't because he's funny or because his jokes land a lot. It is because his name is associated with Steve Harvey, and that is enough to make anyone famous.
Keenan's career is alive and well because of me. His impression of me.
Now, colleagues and employers aren't the only people he treats this badly. He even treats his fans in a way that sounds like a nightmare. Some of you might love the idea of being friends with a big celebrity like Steve Harvey or just getting close to him. But according to Terri, that is a terrible idea, especially in the case of Steve Harvey. According to some sources, Steve Harvey has told his security team to never let any fan come close to him. Not only that, but he also treats them like servants. According to several sources who have met the guy, he is actually very rude in person and thinks he is better than everyone else. But hold on, if you thought that was bad, wait till you hear about this next thing that we are about to tell you. Steve Harvey is not very fond of the LGBT community. How do we know this? Well, there have been several reports of him making homophobic remarks. But if you don't believe us, we have proof. A lesbian couple announced their marriage on his show once, and his reaction to that information was anything but happy. He seemed to really not be vibing with the fact that the two women were together. Not only that, but he has also been known for making backward comments. Like the time he said that a man and a woman could never be friends because at the end of the day, the man only has one purpose for becoming friends with the girl, and we all know what that is. It turns out that he has spent his whole life on this hill and has never had a platonic relationship with a girl. It's only a matter of time until all of his dark personality traits get exposed to the world. Do you think this is the end of Steve Harvey's career? How do you think he is going to react to all this backlash? What do you think is going to happen next in this story? Let us know all your thoughts and predictions in the comment section below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one in the future. And with all of that said, as always, we will see you in our next video with some new spicy gossip about your favorite celebrities.